Hey guys, it's Steve, KI4KWR, with Will from Icom. We finally get to see the Icom IC-9700. So Will, what do we got here?
Well, you're right, it's finally made its way into our hands. We're showing this prototype unit here in Orlando this weekend, and we plan to have the radio available for everybody that needs one before Dayton this year. So this is it. This is a 9700. It's sitting next to its companion radio here, the 7300. You can tell, obviously, they're all the twins to one another. They look great sitting next to each other. We've got a nice matching speaker that sits with them as well to give you that full station look, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love it to death. Very similar to the 7300 as far as operation is concerned. It's a touchscreen driven radio. And folks who are familiar with the 7300 already are going to find themselves immediately familiar with this radio. They're going to have no trouble navigating and finding the various places in the menus where they need to be. So of course it is a touchscreen radio, just as is the 7300. So you can navigate around it. It's a dual VFO here, so you've got your A and your B. I should mention the 9700 here is a VHF UHF base station, 2 meter 440, and then it also has 1.2 gigahertz built in as well. All standard right out of the box. It's a D-Star capable radio as well, and it features full-fledged DR mode. So again, anyone who's familiar with DR mode in any of our other radios, 7100, 5100, 51A, etc., is going to be able to slide up to the 9700 and use it for D-Star and be very familiar with the layout and setup that they'll be presented with. So we're very happy for that. Always glad to add a new member to the D-Star family. Of course, it's an SDR as well. It's a direct sampling SDR on 2 meter and 440, and then it's a down conversion on 1.2.
And what's the power out for 1.2?
Power out for 1.2 is 25 watts, and she's 100 watts on 2 meters and 75 on 440. Nice. All mode as well. So of course, DV, digital voice mode, and digital data mode as well, which is quite nice to have back in the lineup. But then also AM/FM sideband as well. So we're really looking forward to this being a great VHF UHF contesting radio for the guys out there that want something a little more powerful and then a little bit more comfortable form factor for sitting down and doing long contesting over the weekend or something like that. She's got a dedicated antenna port on the back for each band.
Okay.
End connector for 440 and 1.2, and then a good old UHF for 2 meters. It also features our USB interface, standard USB Type B on the back, which interfaces with the onboard sound card, which is something that we've been including in most of our radios these days. So it does have that capability, as does the 7300 here. And then another new feature for the 9700 that the 7300 actually does not have is a network jack on the back. It's got an Ethernet plug on the back, so you can plug it right into the home network and use it with something like our RSBA1 software package. This is the RSBA1. Right now it's connected to our 7610, but that is what it looks like, and the 9700 is fully compatible, and it does not actually need a PC interface. You can plug it right into the home network, do a little setup through your home network, and then you can log in remotely and operate the radio just like you were sitting at home from wherever you happen to be in the world. So it's a great setup, and we like that a lot. It does also have, of course, a waterfall display. We don't have an antenna on it here at the show, but this is a waterfall display very similar to what you have on the 7300 here. Okay. It's a touch to tune as well, so you can tap around on the waterfall and get to where you touch real quick, and then of course fine tune yourself in with the VFO from there. As I mentioned earlier, the layout of the touchscreen is all but identical to the 7300, with a few obvious exceptions to accommodate its dual VFOs, etc. But your menus, your soft buttons down here at the bottom are very similar, and then you go into the main menu here. Folks might notice right away here that the 9700's got a lot of features, and so it does have a secondary menu down here at the bottom, which the 7300 does not have. The 7300, we managed to fit everything on one screen, but the 9700 is packed full of features. So it's got an extra screen down here that we can flip between, and you can see stuff like the dedicated satellite features for AMSAT, track up, down, down and up. It's got adjustments for Doppler and all the stuff you need. It is of course full duplex to accommodate AMSAT work as well, with its two receivers. So we're really looking forward to that as well. In addition to it being a great VHF, UHF contesting radio, it's going to be a great one for AMSAT work as well.
Oh, absolutely. So when is this going to be available?
We plan to have this thing available and the show's well stocked before Dayton this year.
Excellent, excellent.
We want to make sure that everybody at that show that wants one can get one.
Outstanding. Alright guys, this is Steve, KI4KWR with Will at Icom at 2019 Hamcation. 7-3 everybody.
73.